Hello and welcome back to Rikster's Realm. I'm Ricky, and today's video is going to be all about what do you need to know about when it comes to your job or the career aspect of your life. Let's see what we get here. What do you need to know about when it comes to your job? Okay. What do you need to know about when it comes to your job? What do you need to know about? Okay. Let me see here. What do you need to know about when it comes to your job? Okay. For some of you, I feel that you're not being treated fairly when it comes to your job. And I feel that I'm not telling you something you don't already know. Like, you know that things are not playing out well. I feel that for the majority of you, you feel like you're being pushed to your breaking point. I feel that you don't have the same level of patience or tolerance for how you're being treated to whatever's going on here. Something's not right. Something is not fair. For some of you, I feel at one point in time, you really loved your job. You're really happy. There is like a positive energy. And I feel that you've had to put up with very poor treatment, things not being fair, like something's not right here. And there's been a consistent pattern to this. And I feel that you're just losing patience. Like, you're sick and tired of what's going on when it comes to your job. And I think you have every right to feel that way. You're not out to lunch. You're not viewing it from a limiting perspective, like something is not right here. And you deserve a lot better than whatever the hell's going on here. For the majority of you, I feel that you're too good for your job. That wherever you work, they don't deserve you. There's something here. I feel for the majority of you, you're a really hard worker. You have amazing work ethic, things are done to a higher standard, and that there's consistency linked and connected here to something really positive, to how you're wired, how you operate, how you go about things. It's a feeling that there's no problems linked and connected to you, to your work, but yet you're having to deal with a nightmare. Let me see what else we get. What do you need to know about when it comes to your job? This is tricky though, because again, for some of you, this has been going on for a long time. For some of you, you've voiced this to say, hey, this isn't fair, this isn't right, why am I being treated like this? And nothing gets done about it. For some of you, you're dealing with a toxic work environment. Let's see what else we get. What do you need to know about when it comes to your job? Yeah, you are not treated right. For some of you, nowhere close are you treated right. When it comes to your job, what you need to know about, I feel that the way you're wired and then to what you have to tolerate with your job, it's not in alignment. Like, I have a feeling that whatever you do for work, I wonder if you feel quite singled out. Like, there's something is so twisted and backwards about how things run. Like, it's a feeling that, okay, so the message I'm getting, it's a feeling that if you do your job really well, you get to do everyone else's as well. I feel that you have amazing work ethic. And for some of you, you may be able to actually accomplish more than other people that you work with, but that you're taken advantage of within that. For some of you, you're linked and connected to people that are so lazy. They do the bare minimum, just enough to keep their job, and you have to pick up the slack. But you're not compensated for it. It's not acknowledged. It's just, nope, that's what needs to happen. That you're expected to just tolerate this poor treatment, this energy being unfair. And why this is so pathetic and sickening is, for the majority of you, this isn't a secret. Like, this is blatantly obvious. Where people that you work with, whatever's going on here, they know that you go above and beyond. They know that you work harder than everybody else. And for some of you, you have voiced this. To say, why am I having to do way more than everyone else, but yet being paid the same? Why is it that we all applied for a full-time position, but yet these useless, lazy people can basically just show up whenever they feel like it, pretty much get a medal for just walking into the building, where yet you're consistent with what it is that you're doing, and none of it's acknowledged? They don't deserve you. Whatever you do for work, wherever you work, they don't deserve you. This job is beneath you, especially to how you're being treated. Like, this is pathetic. And for some of you, you play quite a significant role when it comes to your job, the company you work for, something like that, where if you were to remove yourself, for some of you, the whole place is going to fall apart because you're the one carrying it. You're the one doing all the work. Yes, other people take credit for it. It's a feeling like, oh no, we all work, we all put time and energy in, but that's not true. For some of you, you may have something going on here with your job to where people higher up, they're only looking at the end result of something. Oh, well, the numbers look good. Everything got figured out the way that we needed it to be. Who cares? We don't need to factor in that you're the one who did all of the work while everyone else is lazy and useless. But yet you're supposed to share credit? I don't think so. Wherever you work, whatever it is you're doing for a job, again, if you were to remove yourself from that company, they're in for a rude awakening. Let's see what else we get. What do you need to know about when it comes to your job? Yeah, they're taking advantage of you. It's so toxic. For some of you, this comes through in a way that I feel that there's more people with your job, your company, something like that. There's more of them that are toxic, useless, and lazy than anybody being a hard worker. So it's a feeling like you are a hard worker. You have amazing work ethic. So again, you have to pick up the slack for everybody else. And management doesn't do a damn thing about it. Because again, when it's all said and done, the work's getting done. But again, if you remove yourself, who's going to do it? Not the people they currently have. What do you need to know about when it comes to your job? There's a lot of drama and chaos. What you need to know about when it comes to your job? There's so much unnecessary, difficult, challenging, chaotic energy here. It's a feeling that whatever it is that you've been having to tolerate and put up with here with your job should never happen. But it's, for some of you, I wonder if you would say that you feel like you're the only sane one that works at the company. Everyone else is useless and lazy, do the bare minimum to get by, and yet nothing's done about it. If you bring it up, well, now you're the problem. If you get fussy enough about it, maybe they'll do a little something here or there just to shut you up. But it's surface level. Let's just gloss over the problem, make it look good on the surface. But the root issue, that's not getting dealt with. It is. Something's going on here where it's a feeling that whoever's a hard worker, they just get used and take advantage of. But if you're a crappy worker, like I said, let's say you're hired for a full-time job and you decide to stroll in whenever you feel like it, do the bare minimum, just enough to keep your job. Oh, well, you're such an amazing employee, we can't lose you. Make it make sense. This is insane. Let's see what else we get. What do you need to know about when it comes to your job? Yeah, for some of you, I don't know if things are going to change. I think if they were going to change, they would have by now. To how this is coming through in the reading, to how far I feel you've been pushed to your breaking point, is completely unacceptable. Like, it's already so bad right now. And I feel that this has been going on for a long time. It's not where, oh, you've been happy with your job and everything's been perfect and only the last 17 minutes have been tough. No, this has been going on for far too long. And nothing gets done about it. But then the same problems keep happening over and over again. That's just it. For some of you, something's going on here where, again, they don't want to deal with the real problem. So again, they just have it be where anybody that's not creating an issue, well, they just have to tolerate it. Yeah, they're not dealing with what the real problem or issue is. I don't know what the hell's wrong with this company. They don't go about things the right way. And this is so sad and pathetic how it's coming through, because it's a feeling that whoever's bringing this energy to you, whoever's showing up in a way like, oh, stop whining, complaining, like you just got to tolerate it, they wouldn't want to tolerate a fraction of this. Like, something's not right here. And I feel that you're linked and connected to someone, they don't go about things with integrity. There's something very sketchy and manipulative going on here. And you're linked and connected to people that are extremely immature and petty. They lack self-awareness. They just feel like an absolute nightmare to deal with. Yeah, okay, there's some major issue here that needs to be dealt with and addressed. But I think that whoever would be in a position to actually make some type of positive change happen, I think they feel very overwhelmed by it, or feeling nervous and hesitant of what else would be linked and connected to making like a positive, lasting change. So the same nightmare keeps happening over and over again, because no one wants to take that first step towards making some type of consistent, like significant change. So the same bad stuff just keeps happening over and over again. Let's see what else we get. What do you need to know about when it comes to your job? Yeah, for some of you, I don't know. I don't think things are going to change. Like, if anything, it may just get worse. I feel that you need to put yourself first. Like, you need to go about things in a way that you're going to be feeling emotionally like satisfied and content with what's going on, and feeling that the effort that you're putting in, that it's a notice, it's recognized, that something, I don't know what this is. Like, this doesn't make any sense, because I feel for the majority of you, you're one of the best workers. So make it make sense. Why are we accommodating people who are useless and lazy, who do nothing? But then the people that are hard workers are given a hard time and expected to tolerate very poor, unfair treatment. It doesn't make any sense. And I'll never be able to wrap my head around it, because anybody who's in like a management position, right, that has the authority to make some type of positive change, look at it from that angle. Anybody who's useless and lazy that wants to approach you and be like, well, this isn't fair, you have all the information in the world to throw back at them. Be like, well, look, we're going to treat this person better. We're going to pay them more money. We're going to basically bend over backwards to do what they want and create a better environment for them, because they keep the company going. You're lazy and useless. You're not bringing anything to the table. If anything, you make it worse. You want to be treated like this person over here? Step up your game. Something like that is what I'm getting. This makes no sense. Yeah, I feel like the people that are making things more difficult, they're the ones that get accommodated. They're the ones that have a better situation with their job, but yet they don't bring anything to the table. It doesn't make any sense. Let's see what else we get. What do you need to know about when it comes to your job? There is something manipulative going on here. You just deserve so much better than whatever the hell's going on here. Look, it's your life, do what you want, but I highly suggest you do whatever you can to get out of this energy, these circumstances. And I know it's not so easy to just get another job, and there's so many other things, right, that are linked and connected. But you deserve so much better than this. Like, for some of you, this is so bad that I wouldn't be surprised if some of you are like, you know what, can I live off of nothing? Like, can I just straight up quit right now? I'll go live in a cardboard box on the side of the road and call it a day. You'd be happier. Like, this is pathetic to how you're being treated. Like, this company does not deserve you. Nowhere close. They hit the jackpot with you. And they don't see it. They don't realize it. I don't know. It just makes no sense. What do you need to know about when it comes to your job? Again, it's like you're a wish come true. Like, anybody wanting to hire someone, you're the perfect person. You have amazing work ethic. You're not a nightmare to deal with. You have a very pleasant energy about you. And you're very consistent in what it is that you do, what you bring to the table. But it's not being appreciated. What do you need to know about when it comes to your job? Okay. There is a link and connection to something else, though. So for some of you, I don't know if maybe you need to be a little bit more patient to see how this will unfold. I know that's beyond frustrating to even have to consider that, considering the nightmare you've already been dealing with. But there's something coming through here where something is linked and connected to something else. For some of you, what you need to know about when it comes to your job, you may be meeting someone through your job that links and connects maybe to another job or some other situation, someone else who's going to be able to help you. But it's a feeling that, like, you may not really be aware of this. It comes through in a way that you're not going to know it till it happens. But what am I trying to say here? But happening to where that's the outcome. Even in the very beginning stages, you may not even be aware of the link and connection. For some of you, you already know this person, you're already linked and connected to this person, but that there's going to be something significant that happens that maybe gets you out of these circumstances. Let me see what else we get. What do you need to know about when it comes to your job? I don't know. Something, again, I keep saying the same thing, but something's not right here. And for some of you, I don't know if I don't think things are going to get better. Yeah, again, if anything, I think, again, there may be a link and connection to something else. But just as far as what you're dealing with right now, the consistent pattern to that, I don't know if there's going to be any positive changes. Let me see what else we get. Because you're linked and connected to people that don't operate with integrity. They're sketchy and manipulative. You can be right all day about something. You can present something to them. It doesn't matter. Like they just want to keep going about things the way that they have, even though it clearly is not working. What do you need to know about when it comes to your job? Oh my God. Yeah, there's no patience here. And again, you have every right to completely fly off the handle. But again, I feel that you need to tread carefully here. Okay? There's something here that even though this is severely unfair, you need to go about things in a way that you're able to create the desired result and outcome you want. Because again, based on everything I've just been rambling on about, you're linked and connected to people. Under no circumstance are they going to help you. Again, there is another energy here of you being linked and connected to another person, like some other situation. That feels like a separate thing. Okay, but again, there could be something else that comes about then with that connection. But no matter how we look at this is coming through in a way for me to say to you, you have every right to be livid over what's going on here. You're not over exaggerating this. You're not making something up in your head. This is completely true and real for you. This is your experience and it's not right. You deserve so much better than what you're having to tolerate when it comes to your job. Like, again, I'm not suggesting you do this, again, especially if you need your job, but you have every right based on what you've been bringing to the table than to what you've been having to tolerate. You could walk right into the boss's office and tell him to F off. And you'd have every right to do that. This is absolutely pathetic, the way you've been treated. Like, absolutely pathetic. And that, again, I feel that you need to go about things in a way that, again, you can get out of this energy, because I don't think it's going to get better on its own. And I just feel like you're being taken advantage of. For some of you, you're a very kind, loving person. You do things from the heart space. People know that. They're taking advantage of you being wired this way. There's something here about, again, about you going about things in a way that you can create the best outcome for you possible. For some of you, again, I wouldn't do anything that could create a negative situation for you with your job, especially if you need it, but that you're being very clever and strategic to where you handle your current circumstances as best you can, right? If you want to show up doing the bare minimum, right? They let everyone else keep their job doing it, right? If you need to go about it in a way that you can live with what's going on until the circumstances change, then do that. But I just feel, that you're being taken advantage of. You deserve so much better than what you've been having to tolerate. And that, again, this comes through in a very clear way. I'm very confident in saying this. At any point in time, if you decide to leave, they will 100% regret it. Like, you stand out in such a positive way. For some of you, you can do the work of like 10 people. Right? So it's not, if you decide to leave, they're not just losing one person. They're losing everything that you're able to do. So that's going to be a huge, huge regret for them, but that's on them. So again, do whatever you can to get yourself out of these circumstances. You deserve so much better. Like, whatever's going on here, they don't deserve you. Okay, those are the messages. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And that's it. I'm going to go away now.